Not many people last 3 months in the hospital, but the Lord intervened.
I don't know what we're going to do, but we've got to take you. And when they did the blood work, it wasn't very long until they called an ambulance and sent him to Mercy because they said he has an infection in his blood.
Waiting is a difficult thing, but we have to reach a point to where we can just trust in the Lord. Rushing is not the answer. You're focused on everything but trusting then. Just be calm and at peace and simply trust the Lord because there's nothing else I can do. I was in the hospital for 81 days. Probably after 70 days, I came to and knew sort of what was going on.
I was thinking this morning about the times that God met us and helped us. Just when I thought that He was, that it was not going to be. I thought I was losing him. They had to do 7 or 8 surgeries.
Somewhere in the middle of that, the Lord was working.
Had to shock his heart.
At that time, I didn't know it, but He was.
It was so hard to see him in such pain.
You pray when you need the Lord, and I was just praying.
I just couldn't remember things. And but he could remember to pray, and he prayed all the time.
I've got a group that I played golf with, and while I'm recovering, I look up and I see one of them sitting back in the corner.
The faithfulness of the Lord never fails.
I know his story. He's one of the most successful businessmen in Springfield.
I just had to get up every morning and trust in the faithfulness of the Lord for that day.
I said, let me tell you something. The Bible says if we acknowledge with our mouth that Jesus is Lord, if we believe in our heart God raised him from the dead, we'll be saved.
God has shown us that He cares for us even in the worst times.
Aundrae, I've watched you through this thing.
Usually think of healing as just being able to have a miraculous healing.
He said, I want you to know that's changed my life.
You would like that, but sometimes it's a slow healing.
He is a different person altogether.
It was a slow rescue at times.
You can't plan some things, but when the Lord works it out, it works.
The good for me has been how we've had prayer support of family and friends.
He took a bad situation and gave me a chance to really be open with my friends.
And I didn't know how it was going to come out. I didn't know if he'd be stabilized.
And it was a wonderful thing because it's changed their life in a way where I could never, if I'd have planned it, it wouldn't work. Don't be afraid to trust the Lord.
Even though it was not an overnight miraculous healing, it was God working and teaching us to trust Him.
Not many people last 3 months in the hospital, but through the whole thing, He was faithful and He is good, and He still is today.